So in the beginning of the year, I thought that this was such a powerful thing to have as our classroom, so we kind of adopted the pineapple as our class mascot. So in the beginning of the year, I come in as a journalist and I ask them to explore what they think the secret symbolism of the pineapple might be. And so through vocabulary, we learn about the word hospitality. And what does that mean when you're a hospitable person? They explored and came up with that it means when you treat people like your guests and everyone is welcomed. So this space is our pineapple classroom, and it means that everyone is welcomed here and belongs. And so through this project, we incorporate reading, and one of our first reading learning goals is character traits. So we explore different character traits from different books, and then we come up with adjectives of all these things that we can describe for people, and they give each other a trait. And so at the end of the year, they're not so much calling each other by their names, but more, oh, I know I can go to so-and-so because they're the hospitable, peaceful person, or I want to go to so-and-so because I need to be cared for and that's my caring friend. And so through that project, that opens the door, and we do an interview process and an art project that goes with it. Even just taking the time to trace each other's hands and reflect, empathize. Oh, I'm sorry, am I hurting you? Is this, to really take time. And whatever that introduces is kind of what starts the theme for the year. So whatever their goal is, how they want to spread peace is what we kind of capture. So the first year was a book. The second year, they created a movie and it was played in the cafeteria for like school rules and how we're gonna spread peace. This year they want to do a peace parade, so we'll see how that goes. We started with a mural that was a grant, and we just did a project where the students wanted to share a holiday wish and a gift with less fortunate children. The kids designed a book, and they all took ownership of a skill that they wanted to teach of how to spread peace. So whatever their idea was, they had to embrace it and teach the whole class. So every day there would be a peace leader, and they would teach the class, and the challenge was that everyone would do that act of peace. And at the end of the year, it became such a powerful project, and the kids were so excited that after their book, they wanted to create a little kit to get other classes started into exploring these different acts of peace. So each kid brought in reusable jars and whatever they had at home, and they put together these kits of a 5-day challenge. So the students said that peace is love, so there was a hug challenge where the teacher has a hugging clip, and the student has to teach how to give an appropriate hug, and then at the end of the day, everyone stands who was given an appropriate hug or handshake, and it shows how it's contagious. Peace is community, so as a class, we put some seeds in there, so the classroom had to go outside and all together plant a seed, and with that plant a dream. Peace is friendship, so on Fridays there was a pack of Post-its in the peace kit. On Fridays, every student would choose a name out of a hat and they'd give a compliment and leave it on their desk secretly. Peace is new friendship, so the students handmade friendship bracelets and gave enough in the kit for the class so that each classroom had to go to a different grade level and make a new friend and actually hand tie it to symbolize that new friendship. And so through these peace kits, they actually wrote a how-to writing piece. That's one of our standards, how to use the peace kit. And each day, the last month of school after we introduced the peace kits, each of our kids adopted a class and went and read their how to use the peace kit and gave the gift. And the last month of school, they went on the intercom, and it was the challenge each day. They each read their page of the book, but then on the last week of school, the 5 days of the kit, the whole school was doing the acts of peace. And it was such a way to end the school year, and for these first graders to influence the other grades was really amazing. At this young age, incorporating social emotional learning into our everyday routine is the most powerful practice, because not only do they come to school to learn, but they come to school to really work together and to thrive. And now you can see we're learning these 21st century learning skills. It's all about collaborating and working together and listening to each other and building off of each other's ideas. So I realized that when kids have a connection to their classroom, to their teacher, to their space, they're so much more dedicated that the learning just comes naturally because they want to be here. It's not so much of a challenge. And in the beginning of the year, the challenges that we had turned into the strengths, where kids were helping each other without being asked to, offering this collaborating, doing the belly breathe, telling me, oh, now's a good time to do the belly breathe, Mrs. Billiman. You know, we have a lot going on. And just when they start to teach me and teach their parents and it becomes this routine, that's when you're just, you know, wow. And when they take time, when you see them in the corner talking out something that maybe hurt their feelings, but instead of coming to me, they have these skills to speak their mind, to empathize, to listen. That's truly rewarding.
Empathy, being the best that I can be to help this wonderful community.